Hello friends and welcome to today's episode. Rosa Isabel Cespedes Calaca was buried on April 26th in Peru. During the funeral procession, people carrying her casket heard a strange knocking sound coming from inside the casket. It was Calaca who was breathing when the coffin was put on the ground and was gasping for air. I quote, "When she opened her eyes, she was perspiring." Juan Sengudo Cajo, who was in charge of the cemetery, told what was going on. "I ran to my office and called the police right away." Metro UK said that Calaca's family rushed her to the referential hospital fair enough for care after she watched everyone at her own funeral. Doctors had trouble finding signs that she was still alive, so they put her on life support right away. She died a few hours later. The family had to say goodbye to each other twice. Some family members think that a person in a coma may have been wrongly said to have died. "We wanted to know why my niece acted that way yesterday when we were talking to her to be buried," Calaca's aunt, who was not named, was quoted as saying by local media in Lembeek. "We have videos of her pushing and touching the coffin," he said. Her first prognosis was based on a car accident that happened on Chiclayo Pixie Road in Lembeek, Peru, near the north coast. Calaca's brother-in-law died in the crash, and 3 of her nephews were hurt so badly that they were said to be in serious condition. The family wants to know what happened. Peruvian authorities like Lembeek Regional Hospital are looking into what happened. This is the hospital where she was first treated after the car accident. Newsweek tried to talk to Lembeek Regional Hospital to find out what they thought. Someone has done this before after being told they were going to die. Last year, a 76-year-old Indian woman who had COVID-19 and was thought to be dead woke up right before she was burned. Also, in 2021, an Indian man who had been hit by a motorcycle and thought to be dead woke up in a freezer at a morgue. The day after he woke up, his family found him and took him to a hospital to get help. The Independent said that a young man from Peru who was thought to be dead after getting a root canal in 2017 started breathing again during an open casket memorial. Like Calaca, the man showed signs of life to a doctor before he died at a hospital hours later. In the year 2020, a 20-year-old man from Detroit was pronounced dead after 30 minutes of constant attempts to bring him back to life. When Timesha Beauchamp woke up, she was about to be put in a tomb. After she died, her family sued the federal government for $50 million, saying that the wrong death diagnosis may have caused her death. In an article called International Perspective on the Diagnosis of Death that came out 10 years ago, the British Journal of Anesthesia said that death was caused by the irreversible loss of the ability to be conscious and to breathe. I quote, "Using either somatic, circulatory, or neurological criteria to diagnose death, the medical practitioner can be sure that in 2012, he or she is maintaining an exemplary standard by using criteria that are international, ethically significant, and supported by sound scientific and physiological rationale," the study said. That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for more amazing stories.